Hey everybody, welcome to your update, week of July 27th. Let's see what's going on in the shop. So here we are, we're in the shop, and I told you I'd send you an update every week or so. It's actually the first sunny day we've had, because if you're in the New England area with me, it's been raining the entire week, so we're really soaking in some of the dryness. That has a little extra moisture has really kind of slowed down the painting and sealing process on some things, because of course it takes a little bit longer to dry. But we've been dealing with it, and so let's talk about what we're doing. So we're going back to the Newton mudroom, and we've got 2 built-in pieces to go. And so all this week has just been prep work. So it's been a lot of production, just getting all the pieces cut down in size and then joined together. And so all the stack that we have here, this is all made out of oak, and this is going to be a locker that's going to go in the hallway at the Newton mudroom. And so that's all been sealed. That's going to have a natural look, and that's all red oak, and it's really quite beautiful. The client requested that it just match the steps, which was also red oak, and so we did the same treatment that we did on the steps to that, so it's going to kind of have a nice look going through. The other piece that we did was a window seat, and this is kind of a window seat and shelving unit, and so it's wall to wall, and it's all built in. It's going to go where that window is as you're around the corner after the closets over at the Newton mudroom. And so this is going to be out of white fir, and that's going to also have an red oak top, which is the thicker one that's up there, just to kind of like really give that look the whole way through. If you remember what the Newton mudroom looked like, it was a really solid base. We had those very playful splashes of color on the closet doors, and now we're adding some wood accents. So it's really starting to come together, and by having multiple accents throughout the entire space, it's really going to just draw it together. So it's not going to be very hodgepodge, as you do find with some pieces of furniture. It's going to have a very solid look, and that's the homeowner Karen that we met at the end of the video, and she just really saw that, and she said, oh, okay, a little natural accent is really going to work for her. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. Yeah, all of her design ideas so far have been pretty spot on. Here we are in the back of the shop, the layout area, where we've been laying out some things. This is just 2 blanks that are being built up and joined together right now, and that's going to be used for a tabletop. That's a project that we're calling the IKEA hack. And again, that's over from Karen, and so as that project develops a little bit more, I'll give you some details on it. Everything's getting to be a mess again, of course, because that's what happens when we've got multiple projects going on at one time. You know, we got shavings and sawdust everywhere, and then I'll take a moment right now to plug this, because I'm really trying to recycle and be as green as I can. I got all these beautiful just white fir and pine sawdust shavings, and some people out there, whether or not you have a huge hamster or even a horse, you know, they use wood shavings. Some people have used them for stuffing and things like that. So I actually sell this. I charge $10 just for the boxing and basically the handling of it, and then we just ship it flat rate anywhere in the continental United States, and you can jump on my Etsy page if you ever need 10 pounds of sawdust. So that's what we're doing. The only other thing we have, of course, is we're working on those Weekend Warrior projects. And this one was for the farmhouse. We're not going to walk through it right now, but I'm just going to switch over to this quick video. We're in the closets upstairs in the master bedroom. And you can see that, you know, we've talked about what we're going to do in the closet. And so in the meantime, we just needed some hanging pieces. And we've really kind of dealt with this nice black iron look throughout the whole house. It was on the shelves there in the hallway. And so we took that same thing just to give us something quick and easy to hang on. And I don't know, it really looks nice. And so we've run it the whole way along here. And then the pitch of the roof right here, which is 45 degrees, it just really flows with the hook hangers. So it didn't have to be offset from the ceiling too much. And it's just, like I said, a quick and easy way just to get us some hangers on this. We're looking to refinish the doors and put them on the outside. But in the meantime, until we think of a long-term project, this makes it useful, and it also makes it a little stylish. So that's it. That's our update for the week of July 27th. We'll update again next week. Hopefully we'll start to see some of these beautiful pieces put together, which a lot of people are excited about. And a lot of people have been asking me questions and sending things over too. You know, there's a link in the description too from a project we did over at the Zimmer Clans household, where we just went over there and they put in a request and they wanted to know a little bit about drywalling, and then that led into a little bit about flooring, and now they've got a whole gung-ho project going on, and it really came out great. posted some pictures of it, and I think it looks wonderful, and I want to get back there and kind of do a reveal. Even though it's not most of my work, we just went in there with some knowledge base, and Liz went in there and she did some design for them just to show them what they can do. But let's see what happens when people really put in that sweat equity into a house, and that's really what people need, and that's kind of what the whole punch list is about. So I'm going to mention that again, because people can take advantage of that. Just jump over to the link in the description on the YouTube channel, add in a punch list. Tell me how much you have to spend. If you want to do it mostly yourself, maybe you just need some knowledge or a second pair of hands, that's what I'm here for. So send that off to me, and then yeah, we'll get you in the queue, and then we'll get over to your place and help you out with what projects you have. The only other thing I'm going to mention, which some people have mentioned, is, you know, now that I'm getting to the point where I'm doing a lot of projects and we got some scrap wood, people will start asking about classes. And I don't really know about classes. I think that would be a great idea to have. Maybe a, I don't know, a table making class where we can show some of the finishes we do, because I have had some questions about how I get those finishes on things, and there's a lot of prep work you do before you do the staining, and I think that that's really what the secret is to getting a really beautiful top. And the other thing is, you know, the cutting board. Someone said, oh, cutting board was a great idea, and of course you all saw that one that we're sending up to the main escape, which we're actually going to go hand deliver this weekend and check and see how things are out up there. But I'd love to run a class. I'd love to get rid of some scrap wood, and then I just would need your input. I mean, would anybody be interested in that? Would it be a 1-day class, a 2-day class? I don't know, but I've got the wood to spare. We could definitely make a couple of tables, and you know, we could use all the different techniques we have here, the biscuit joiner, joining the wood together, you know, the different cuts, particularly with the saw and our compound miter, and how to really flare out the legs, maybe a stool, maybe a table. I'm not sure. But leave a comment, let me know what you all think and what you might be interested in, and maybe you want to come up here for a weekend. Who knows? But I just want to hear from you and see if that's something you all be interested in. So that's it. Pretty good update for the week of the 27th. I'll check back with you next week, as I said, when we start having a little bit more of that. So thanks for checking in. I appreciate it, and thanks for all the comments and all the suggestions.